Okay, Megawell team, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for tuning into today's video. Today's video is going to be all about altcoins, and obviously altcoins make up 99.9% of the coins in the cryptocurrency market. So it's very, very fitting that we go ahead and talk about this in a little bit more detail, particularly now that Bitcoin is reaching the support zone that I've talked about in the last few weeks. So the whole scope of today's video is what will happen to altcoins if Bitcoin actually drops below 18,000. What will happen to altcoins if Bitcoin bounces here? How will they survive another drop, or how will they react if we see the market flip? Before we get into it, I do want to go ahead and mention that you should come over and follow us on Telegram. We post daily updates over here and market analyses, as well as we do polls to get you guys to vote on which videos we'd like to see today. For example, today was an altcoin video, hence why we're doing an altcoin video. It's a great place to come and connect with the community while my Twitter is down. My Twitter will be up in the next few days, but since I haven't been able to access and post on Twitter, I've been posting all our market analyses and updates over here, so come over and join via the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and get stuck into it. So one of the big questions I get before we get into any analysis is, should you be buying altcoins when Bitcoin bottoms out? And we're going to go ahead and assume that the bottom is in right now. I don't think the bottom's in, but we're just going to assume for the sake of the video the bottom is in, because we want to use a few different scenarios over here. So we're going to first and foremost use a scenario from that previous bottom, which was over here, setting up around the 13th of March 2020, and that was that COVID bottom. We're going to go ahead and draw a vertical line on both charts. In the altcoin perp over here representing the total amount of money in altcoins, and of course the Bitcoin chart over here representing of course Bitcoin's price action. And we can do a few things. We can go ahead and draw a date and price range from this level on this chart, drawing it up to that first initial top. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that same line or that same chart measurement on the altcoin perp or the altcoin chart to that same level. We can see it actually lines up with this date over here, which is our 7th of January. And we can see altcoins in that first period, in that 100 bar period, which is 300 days from the bottom. We go ahead to look at this chart over here, 300 days from that bottom. If we go ahead and draw that line in over here, 1 week is 7 days, so 300 days is around here, up to this point over here. And that was that retest of that uptrending resistance. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. So that first drop over here is what we're seeing over here at that retest of that uptrending resistance. I'm going to go ahead and circle it just for anyone who's not quite keeping up. We have that drop over here. That relates to this circle over here. So in that period, Bitcoin did around 1,000%. We can see around 1,000%, where altcoins only did 526. This is where it gets interesting. After that initial retest and drop, however, on that circle, altcoins then went on to do a significant gain of around, we draw the line up and the date up, we have 335%. And that ends up on the 10th of May. Remember that date, all right? 335%, 10th of May. If we take Bitcoin, however, from that same date, it went up another 53% to the 13th of April. So let's go ahead and take a look at our chart again. Where was the top? 13th of April for Bitcoin. All right, we had April, 10th of May over here was that top for the altcoins over here. So we have a little bit of a delay. Altcoins usually top out a few weeks after Bitcoin, and that's relevant for both this cycle and the previous cycle. I do want to go ahead and mention that in the previous cycle, we saw exactly the same thing. Altcoins did not start to rally significantly until this occurred, until this drop down and push upwards. Once the Bitcoin price breaks this midline, this uptrending midline, that is when altcoins really start to move. That is when we see altcoins explode massively. So I expect that to happen again in the future. For example, guys, if the Bitcoin bottom was in right now, I don't expect altcoins to go on a parabolic rally until, again, that midline is crossed. That would take, according to previous cycles, it could take 300 plus days. It could take 2 years. Who knows what could happen if we're going off the 4-year cycle. Do I think the 4-year cycle is 100% valid anymore? Give or take, I'm not too sure. I think the macro environment is very different. I think the crypto space is very different. I think altcoins have come a long way. I think they'll perform a little bit differently or a little quicker in comparison to what they have in previous cycles this time around or next time around, whatever you want to say it. But today's video isn't about predicting what's going to happen next. Today's video is talking about what will happen to altcoins in the current scenario if Bitcoin does actually bounce here or drops down. So again, bringing it back to this chart over here, Bitcoin is reaching a pretty critical level over here. We have actually lost that 200-day moving average. We've lost the 200-day moving average on the weekly chart a couple times in Bitcoin's lifespan. Obviously, a more notable time, which everyone has really remembered or ingrained in their brain, was this recent time, which was in 2020 on that COVID crash. We saw a drop down to a solid black line before we pushed upwards. That is what my prediction is. That is what is currently occurring. I do expect $18,000 to be reached. If we move back in time, we saw it one other time, which was over here. Again, one other time in 2015 in August. It did drop down for 1 week to retest that black solid trend line before pushing upwards again. So in total, we've spent about 14 to 20 days in 9+ years underneath the 200-day moving average. So it's very unlikely we spend a lot more time where we are. We do expect a push back past that $22,000 range very soon. Now, if it doesn't happen and Bitcoin drops below, that is another thing we're going to talk about. So let's go off the assumption that Bitcoin will break push, or should I say come down, retest, and then push past 22,000 and push upwards. What will happen to altcoins? Well, altcoins will see some sort of relief. I don't think altcoins will go parabolic. I think altcoins may see some sort of relief in the market, push upwards. I think it'd be a great time to pick up some cheap altcoins, because if we go back to our initial chart over here, we can see altcoins are quite low, and although they don't move quickly in comparison to Bitcoin at the start, they do gain a lot of percentages on Bitcoin due to the low market cap in the long run. So picking up some cheap altcoins is definitely a good idea when Bitcoin bottoms out, but I wouldn't be putting a lot of money in it just because of the risk of it going lower. And we're going to talk about that now. So let's take a look at the altcoin perp. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Bitcoin. Talking about altcoin, what will happen if Bitcoin drops lower? Well, let's go ahead and identify some support levels on this chart. Of course, we have the 949 support, and of course we have the 1000 psychological support, which is over here. This will be the next major zone of contention on the chart, and the next major zone of support that we'll be looking to target if, however, Bitcoin does lose $18,000 on that weekly chart. We can expect altcoins to push down to this level, and this will be a significant crash for most altcoins, as this does relate to another 30 to 40% crash. All right, so a very significant drop. That's another 50% for most altcoins. Some altcoins that could be another 60%, and some lower market cap coins even another 60%. Now, if Bitcoin does push down to 18,000 or 16,000, that is a potential. If it bounces from there, we can of course find some sort of bottom. But personally, I would expect this to occur if Bitcoin reaches $12,000, right? And $12,000, if we go back to our standard chart, I think we talked about it the other day, yesterday's video, which is this red line over here, a very strong major zone of support, as we have retest and support from 2017, we have rejection in 2019, and rejection leading into our bull run in 2020. This is definitely a target point for Bitcoin if it loses $18,000. I think if we go to $12,000, I think altcoins will end up at this range, giving you the best and most perfect buying opportunity you could be looking for. If Bitcoin reaches 12,000, I am going very heavy into the market. If it reaches this level, I will be going very heavy into the market. Anything under this level here is basically no man's land. It's dangerous territory to be in. We don't have a lot of data back here. Over here, not much data. It's very jaggedy. It's very all over the place. We can identify some support lines in here, but they're not strong support. So that's the key. That's the key over here. Although we do have support in here, they're not strong support. They're very weak support. There wasn't a lot of historical trading volume down here. It's very weak, whereas this is a very strong support. It goes further back to a lot of zones or a lot of areas of support and resistance. So to wrap the video up, guys, and before we talk about Bitget, what should you be doing for altcoins right now? Absolutely nothing. You should not be doing anything besides swing or scalp trading. Scalp trading, perfectly fine. Shorting, perfectly fine. You should not be accumulating altcoins right now, because we do have a risk of another 40% crash. When will altcoins be a good time to buy? Simple. When Bitcoin has reversed, when Bitcoin is flipped, that is your signal to look to altcoins again, because Bitcoin will lead the market in the uptrend, where altcoins lead the market in the downtrend. They also lead the market halfway through, or the later half of the bull market. So looking to Bitcoin for that signal is what we should be doing now, waiting for Bitcoin to give us a buy signal for altcoins. That is what we're doing now. And of course, if Bitcoin drops lower, expect altcoins to get wrecked. And if Bitcoin bounces, expect a little bit of a recovery. All right, so hold your hands, hold your bags, whatever you want to call it, wait your time, and wait for the best entry, because entering now is incredibly high risk, as particularly with Bitcoin coming close down to this range with only about a day and 19 hours left to really get back above it. I don't see it happening. If we take a look at Bitcoin chart over here, it is looking like it's losing this battle at $20,000. It's really testing the support a lot over here, and it's looking like it's losing this battle. We have a lot of resistance still above us at this point, and it could definitely tank into this $18,000 to $19,000 range, causing altcoins to potentially trigger a sell-off. All right, guys, we're going to play Bitget. I highly recommend signing up with Bitget. And of course, if you want to join our VIP channel, you can head over to our comment section down below. Join our VIP channel. I think in the last, I'm going to show you over here, in the last week, we've had 952% profit in VIP. We had 275% profit on BNB. We had 340% profit on Matic, 252% profit on Zeal, and 85% profit on TRX. All of his trades can of course be found in our VIP channel. If you're interested in joining, all you need to do is contact me down below to get access to that. We have an incredibly accurate track record. You can find our track record in that VIP, in that free channel over here. Significant profits every month, always outperforming every trader, always outperforming every the whole market in general, right? So if you're interested, go ahead and contact me. I'm going to play the Bitget ad, and I'll catch you in the next video. Okay guys, so we're going to take a look at Bitget next, and I highly recommend sign to Bitget. This is where I personally trade. So if you want to be trading where I trade on a daily basis, sign to Bitget. In the comment down below, you'll see the referral link. Just go ahead and click that. You can sign up and you get access to our reward center if you sign up. And there's a whole range of different things you can do over here to basically get rewards. And you know, the rewards bonus is up to $4,163 which is pretty significant. But you can go ahead and get access to that if you click the link down below. Beyond that, guys, I really do like Bitget Exchange. I'm not just saying that to shill you guys a referral link. Honestly, sign up without the referral link. I don't care. I'm honestly telling you guys, 0.02% trading fees is just too good to miss. You just really can't miss it. It's 0.02%, guys. It's insane. But this is the futures over here, and it's a global exchange that doesn't have KYC, so anyone can access this from anywhere in the world and get access to all the tools. So whether you're in Australia and you generally can't access futures, you can sign up here and get access to futures. If you're in, let's say for example, I think the UK and you can't get access to futures, you can sign up here and get access to futures. If you're in America and you can't get access to Binance or Binance Global and you can't access a lot of their spot trading pairs, they have all the spot trading pairs that Binance has over here plus more. They have over 250 spot trading pairs and all the big ones on this exchange that you can trade, and the liquidity is quite high. So I highly recommend signing up here, and of course, like I just mentioned, you get access to that reward center, there's copy trading, there's a whole range of other things, and go ahead and sign up, guys, because it really is probably the best exchange out there. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the video.